Shake the legs out. Shake the arms out, starting standing today. Okay, roll the shoulders, move them back. So bear with me, sort of half asleep. Roll the shoulders forward. Shake the arms out again. Shake the legs out. Just move them forward, shake them out. Lift one leg up a little bit if you can. Roll the ankle. If you can't, just hold on to something. Just roll the ankle around. Probably a good idea actually if you can put your hand on something to hold it and just move the hip around a little bit. Warm the hip up. Okay, shake the leg out, other leg, lift it up. Roll the ankle. Little hip mobility. Holding on to something if you want. Or just little movements here. Oops, I lost it. Okay. Lifting up, falling down. Nice and tall. And last one. Okay, good. Roll it out a bit. Legs out wide here and just little turns. Make sure lifting the heel as you turn, just to protect the knee. What else do we do for a warm up? Have the legs out a little bit. And just do a couple of these side to side. Got the husky voice today. Roll the shoulders if you want, or just stay side to side. Just walk up the legs a little bit and through the knees. Morning routine. Yay. Or evening routine. Okay, sink a little bit through the legs, put the arms to the front and then come up. Do that again. Make sure your toes are pointing out here. Sink down, lift up, and one more. Hands to the front, sink down, and come up. Bring the legs in, walk the feet in. Shake the legs out, just walk the knees up a little bit, hands to the knees, bend through the legs. And just make sure your feet are together. Roll around. Oh, I'm creaking. Creak, creak, creak. Other way. Roll around. And shake out. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to do a bit of a sun salutation, but we'll go through slowly first. Okay, I'm going on this angle a bit. Hopefully you can see all right. I like to sort of talk to you. Hopefully we go here. Okay, so towards the front of the mat, right near the front of the mat, feet good together. Push the hands down to the floor. Mountain pose or Tadasana. As us cool yoga people know the Sanskrit. Haha. Push down, fingertips down towards the floor, squeeze through the glutes. Nice and tight, pull in through the belly. Looking forward. Take a few breaths here, really ground yourself down into the floor. Move the toes around. Okay, so starting, palms are out, thumbs go towards the back wall. Inhale, reaching right up. Only look up if your neck is okay, probably not a good idea for you. Looking straight forward is fine. Bring the fingertips together above your head and the shoulders are coming back and down. Exhale, bend through the knees, coming down to the floor. So we're just going super slow, just breathe how you like, okay? Super slow, fingertips touching the floor, or if you feel like, oh, I can't go there, just put them, just rest them somewhere. Put them on your knees, wherever you feel like you need to at the moment. Don't put too much pressure on the back because you're not really warm yet. Okay, so remember we did this one, elbows to the knees, bending through the legs a little bit. Like I don't really feel that there personally, but then I sort of stretch out, straighten my legs a bit, and then I actually really do start to feel that in my hamstrings. So if that works for you, just do that, just to start getting a bit of lengthening in the back of the legs. And it's actually quite protective of your back, this one, with the elbows tucked in.
because I'm using a bit of weight onto my elbows there. Okay, so see if we can just bend them a little bit now, release the hands, and just fold over and just release your neck. So the neck and the eye gaze goes towards the knees. Okay, put your hands on your legs, here, on your knees or on your shins. I'll go to the knees, and we go to the flat back position. Okay, so pushing the shoulders away from your ears. So don't want this hunch here. We want to push it out. Bottom goes away. You're really pushing the shoulders away from your ears to flatten out the back. Rolling back down to the floor. Okay, just move the feet around a little bit. And then step back with your right leg. I'm going to go, same leg as you, I think. No, go opposite leg. Okay, just step with the right leg. Okay, right leg is back. Looking up, chest is up here. Strong through the back leg. And then step the other leg back, down dog. Don't worry about your breathing too much at the moment. Just come to down dog. Make sure your fingertips, hands are wide, pushing through the heels. Walking the dog one at a time. I put moisturiser on my face this morning so my hands are slipping. Have to remember not to do that. Good. Tuck in through the belly, lifting the tailbone high. Okay, here we go. Both feet, heels down. Now go onto the toes, bend through the knees, tip the tailbone high. Weight will come forward. Your head will want to go through your hands a bit more here. And then push the heels down. Do that again. Go up onto the toes, bend through the knees a little bit more. Push your tailbone up to the ceiling. Hold it there. And then push the heels down. Okay, coming forward to plank. Hold it there just for a little bit. Warming up. Coming back to down dog. Hold it. Tailbone high. Coming forward to plank again. Pulling through the belly. Keep nice and tight. And then come back to down dog. Okay, this time we'll come forward and drop the knees. We'll go down to crocodile. Okay, so come forward to plank. Hold it there. Bring the knees down to the floor. Nice and tight through the legs. Sorry, through the arms here. Sink down. Don't let the elbows come out. Okay, so sink down. Crocodile. And then we go into cobra. So remember, cobra, hands here at the side. Nice and light. Inhale as you come up, but don't push through this much. Really use your lower back to lift yourself up. Now, I know in the other classes we do a lot of the up dogs, we do these ones, but I still reckon this is better. You're really working muscles here, really difficult to cheat. So I think possibly stay here with this one, do like the sun salutation, but up to you. Okay, tuck through the toes and come back to down dog. Stepping forward, right leg, always look through to your hands before you step through. Okay, so look towards your hands, let the leg step through. Two phase if you want, bring that leg in. Try to bring it in as even as where your hands are. Really push out through the back leg there. A lot of people you see go in like this in classes. Lift up, look forward if you can. Like about a metre head forward on the ground. Bring the back leg in and relax down. I know it's a bit difficult, but relax down. And then bend through the knees and rise up. Come up, palms are out. Big inhale. Look up if you want, but probably not. Good idea. Hands are away. Bring them behind your back and push down. Open the chest. Just had a big glass of water. Not such a good idea. Okay, really open through the chest. Push the shoulders back, push the fingertips down towards the floor and squeeze through the legs. Squeeze through the legs. Hopefully you can hear me over that music. Anyway, okay, so here we go. Round two, a little bit quicker this time. So left leg, we're going to go palms behind, palms out, sorry. Fingertips to the back wall. Inhale, rise up. Going to do it with the breathing.
And exhale, coming down towards the floor.
Forward fold. Inhale, hands to the knees or to the shins and flat back. Push the tailbone away and exhale down to the floor. Inhale, left leg steps back, big long step, looking forward, lifting the chest. Other leg comes to join into down dog, exhaling. Inhale, come forward to plank, knees come down to the floor, and exhale slowly down, elbows tucked in. Inhale, come to cobra, relax the toes at the back, squeeze through the shoulder blades, and then tuck the toes in, exhale back to down dog. Inhale, looking forward to the hands, stepping through the left leg. Use your hand if you need to bring it through. Other leg comes to join. Hold it there. Bend through the knees, rising up, all the way up.
And then exhale, bringing the hands down to your side and putting them behind your back. So this time we're going to do it, but we're going to add on the little seat, okay, so the intense pose. So we're going to add that on. Alright, so inhale, rising up. Make sure feet are fairly close together. Exhale, circle round and sit on the seat. So sitting down, intense pose, arms come forward. Not here for long. Inhale, palms rise up again. And then exhale, tipping over, swan dive, bend the knees to the floor.
Inhale, hands to the shins or to the knees. Push the tailbone away. Flat back. Exhale, down to the floor. Bend through the knees if you need. Right leg's big, long step back. Chest is lifted. Other leg comes to join. Down dog. Coming forward to plank, hold through the belly, full plank if you like, or down on your knees, elbows tucked in nice and slow, down to the floor. Relax your feet, inhale, lifting up to little cobra. Tucking the feet, toes in, push back up to down dog, exhale. Looking forward to the hands, left leg steps in, wrong leg, right leg, Lifting up through the chest, and other leg comes in to join. Bending through the knees, rising up to the sky.
Inhale, circle round and exhale to seated position. Sitting down, hold it here, squeeze through the glutes. Inhale, big circle rising up. And exhale, hands come behind your back to chest, not for long. Hold it here, exhale. Take another breath here, inhale. And exhale. Before we start again, okay, we're going to work the other side. Inhale, rising up, palms are away. And circle to sitting, exhale, circle. Sit down. Inhale, rising up. Reach tall. And exhale, swan dive, bend through the knees to the floor.
Inhale, hands to the shins or to the knees, flat back. Exhale to the floor. Inhale, left leg goes back, big long step, chest is lifted. Hold it there for a sec before we bring my other leg back to down dog. Coming forward, flat, plank, knees down to the floor, sinking down, and up to little cobra or up dog. Tuck the toes under, and we come back, exhale, down dog. Left leg steps forward, big long lunge through the hands, hold it there, lift your chest, and other leg comes in to join. Inhale, bend through the knees, rising all the way up.
Exhale, circling the hands around, sitting on the seat. Inhale, rising up. exhale, bringing the hands behind your back, opening the chest and pushing down. I think that'll be okay for today. What do you reckon? I think that's pretty good. Alright. We'll do we'll do just through a little bit of that, and then we'll come into a lunge position and start the strength from there, because I haven't done that on the other tapes. It's a bit of a challenge, but it's worthwhile trying to keep doing that one, okay? So start with inhale, rising up. Bend through the knees, swan dive to the floor. Hands to the shins or to the knees, flattening the back, inhaling here. And exhaling back down to the floor. Okay, so I'm going to maybe facing you a little bit more, so just stay there. Okay, so right leg will step back into lunge position. Okay, from here we're going to come up. Alright, so if you need, put your hands to your knee and push yourself up. Whoops, I'm losing a little bit. Okay, stay nice and tall. Stay here, hands to the thighs, to the hips. It's a bit of a challenge for this thing in the morning. Stay nice and tall, warrior one. Stay there if you want. If you feel your balance is a bit weak, mine is a bit weak this morning, you can have it out here. Otherwise, reaching straight up through the front and lifting the hands beside your head. If you try as you can, like they might start here, eventually try to pull them back so they're out of your peripheral vision, like right at the back, but still pushing the fingertips towards the ceiling. Just stay a little bit. Bend through the front leg. Just make sure the knees sort of centered over those toes at the front. And then plant the back heel down. Take a deep breath. Wow. Hands out to the side into warrior two. Okay, once again, just watch the knee doesn't fall in. It's centered over those feet. Push down through the hips. Make sure that foot at the back is turned in at least a 90 degree. Arms are out nice and strong. Looking forward to the fingertips. Bend a little bit more through that front leg. Push the hip down towards the floor. Now, I'm going to come over here because you're going to still be doing it. So remember, we're doing this one. Everybody tends to lean forward as they drop that knee. So what you've got to do is keep the knee down but pull your body back so the hips and shoulders are in line. Okay? 3. I might actually come that way. See if, yeah, that's better. Hey, hello. Alright, staying there. Hands come down. Bring the hand down towards the knee. Just going to go to extended lunge. Just stay nice and light on that hand if you can. This arm goes, you can go straight up if you want. Up to you. That's what Ariel does, straight up here. You can, I just like going straight into this, but entirely up to you, what you feel like. Just keep the chest open. Everybody tends to go like this, when they go like this. Keep it open. Keep that nice and light. Try to bring the hip down. And then come back up, straighten up the leg, just straighten up, have a little break here. Arms are down at the side. I'm not going to hold everything for forever. Like doing that myself. Reaching out, keeping that leg straight, little bend in it if you want. Okay, bring the hand down, go to triangle. Or Sanskrit, Trikonasana. Yes. Oh, hear that click? Ouch. Stay in triangle. Remember, hand can be anywhere. It can be here. That's where you can go. Slight bend in the knee if you want. Looking up at the hand if you want, or straight ahead. My neck's playing up, so I'm going to just look straight ahead. Stay there. And bend through that front knee. We're going to do a tiny little balance. So come forward. Stay on the mat, not hip along. So as if we're still in the triangle. So put your arms here, bend that front knee, and just lift that leg a little bit. Just floating half moon. Just say a little one. It's quite difficult on the mat. As you challenge yourself, you come a little bit further down to the floor and lift the leg up more. But just, stay where you feel you can. Always touch the foot back down if you need to. Open the chest, push the fingertips away. suspended on the top arm. Wow. Okay, coming back to center. Come back to center. Just do a little, I know I'm in a funny angle here because I'll change the mat around in a sec. So you just come back to center, feet out nice and wide. Okay, sinking down, toes are away. Sink down, tuck the hips under, tuck the tailbone under, and just hold it there for a minute. Well, not a minute. Let's say 5 seconds. Definitely not a minute. Sink a little bit more, and then just come up. Do that again. Sink down for 3, 2, and 1. Coming up, just make sure your bottom isn't going away. Tucked it under, and go down again. Sink down. Go up on your toes if you can this time. Okay, toes, but keep below. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back up. Excellent. Okay, bring the feet in a little shake. You've got to do the other side. So, yeah, I have to remember which leg I've done. You'll remember. You'll remember. I'm just going to turn this way. So we're going to do it again from the lunge position. So, come to the front of the mat. Inhale up. And exhale down to the floor. Hands come to the shins or to the knees, flat back. Inhale there. And then exhale back down to the floor. So it should be you're stepping back with your left leg now. And your right leg should be at the front. Yeah, I think. Anyway, whatever it is, do the other leg, okay? Whatever the other leg is, open your chest. Now, you can just rise up from here, that's the challenge, or you can always just come to the here, balance with your hands on your leg, and lift up. Try to have your chest up nice and tall. Pushing out with that back leg, staying on the toes, keeping your balance. Remember, stay there if you want, just don't. Or, if balance is a bit shoddy, arms come out to the side. Got to squeeze through the glutes to keep that balance. Warrior 1 or Sanskrit, Virabhadrasana 1. Awesome. Arms come up if you want. Remember, pull back. Now if you want to, you're getting better at this, you've been doing it for a while, bring the hands in together and hold fingers like this. Okay? Sinking down. Nice and strong. Just for 3, 2, and 1. If the hands are up, bring them down to your hips and then drop that back heel down. That's where you go. Awesome. I'm going to change the mat around. So stay there. Steady your hands on your hips, back foot around on an angle. So make sure it's on an angle, front leg. Watch your knee over those toes, not in, not out. Push the hips down towards the floor. Okay, arms are out to the side. Nice and strong. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Really push out. It's funny, saying in classes to people, stretch out your fingertips, and so many people like this. It's like, stretch out with your fingertips. Really push out through your fingers. It's actually good for them. Sink down, look towards your fingers, the front. Remember, pull back. Yeah? Good. Do it. Hold it there. What do we do next? Okay, extended lunge. So we come forward, elbow down to the knee, reaching up if you like first. Pull the shoulder back. Nice and light on this leg. On this one, not heavy weight on here. Hip. So you can leave, I can leave it there because I'm sort of in an angle there. But if I come down a bit more, push the hip down a bit more, I can come this way. So just whatever you feel like. Open the chest up. No, I'm sort of mad about that, but anyway, it's so important. Getting your shoulder, pulling it back. Light through this hand. And then try just bringing it over for a few seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Coming back up. Nice and tall. Now I think we did triangle next. Did we not? Yeah, I think we did. Hands are out. Nice and straight through the front leg. Just be careful if you lock it, okay? Maybe I like to bend mine a little bit. Go nice and tall, then I reach out. And then the hand comes down. I always add that little bend in there. I don't like locking my knee out. Lift the top arm up towards the sky. This hand reaches down. Open up here. Stay there. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Okay, so arms are staying the same. Bringing that back leg in, bending on the front leg. And go to that little balance. So arms are the same. Lifting that back leg. So it's called floating half moon. You can stay there, or if you want to, the challenge is to go all the way down to the floor. This is going to be tricky. Let's see if I can do it. Hand comes down. Oops. I'm using my fingers to balance, cheating a little bit. Okay, so that's the goal. 3, 2, oops, and 1. Came out of that one quickly. All right, so shaking out the legs. Coming back to doing that little squat thing again. Come back to center now. Come to the center of the mat. Toes are pointing out wide, sinking down. Pull the shoulders back down. Tuck the pelvis under. Sink. Hold it there. Arms out to the side, palms up, arms are up, hold it, sink a little bit more. 3, 2, and 1, coming up. Bring the arms down, have a little break, roll the shoulders. This is for me, not for you. You're probably fine. Legs are killing me, coming down, arms out to the side, sink, palms up. Arms up above your head, palms facing each other, sink a little bit more. 3, 2, and 1, rising up. Bring the hands down, have a little break. Bring the hands behind your back, just have a little chest break. This is like the instructor thing. Yeah, we're doing chest, but really it's, my legs are killing me. I am having a break, and making people in the class think, yes, this is what we're doing. Yes, so now that we've stretched our chest out, we should do the squats again. Bend through the knees, arms are out to the side, sink down. This is the harder one. Arms are out on the toes. Stay on your toes. Keep your balance. Pelvis tucked under. Keep low through the legs. 3, 2, hold it, and 1. Push the heels down, rising up. And then bring the arms down and walk the feet in. Give them a shake. Give them a shake. Okay, a couple of balances and then we'll be good. I think, yeah, for today's one. If you want to add on floor stretches, you might have to use another tape, okay? But we'll just do a couple of balances here. Our usual favourites, hey? So I'll start with the gammy foot. Here we go. Okay. So plant the left leg to the floor, lifting the right knee up, hold it nice and tall. Hands to the hips if you want, or hands to the side. Whatever you think is the right thing for you on the day. Okay, bring the knee out to the side, hands come out. Lift the knee nice and tall. Keep it up if you can. If you're finding it hard to balance, keep it down towards the floor and just balance there. Okay, otherwise, the challenge is to lift the knee up and pull it back. Pull that knee back as much as you can. Okay, bring it towards the back. Touch the foot down and then come to aeroplane. Hands out, and that back leg comes further away, leaning forward, pulling in through the tummy, keeping your balance, just looking at a point on the floor. Arms are out to the side, or if you want the challenge, put hands down towards your hips, pushing out that back leg to keep the balance. Someone's messaging me, but you're through the phone. And come back to center, and then give the legs a little shake. Okay. Run, run, run. Up on the toes, and then back on the heels a little. Roll through the heels a bit as you do this. I don't know if you can see that on camera, hopefully you can. I'll come back here. Roll. Keep on coming closer to the camera, I'll be crazy. Roll through the heels, so up on the toes, Roll through the heels, bend through the knees a little bit as you do that. And sort of lean a little bit of your weight forward as you roll back. On the toes, and roll through the heels. Okay, other leg. Okay, so you're going to put your right leg down onto the floor, spread the toes, hands to the here or hands out here, lifting the leg up. So, very good. Yeah, right leg lifted. Left leg lifted, in your case, yeah, that's right. Remember, arms out to the side if you want. Just keep the balance, stay nice and tall, really focus on that. Sometimes going over here, nice and tall, that's the main thing. And then bring it out to the side, try to keep the knee high if you can. Remember, balance, a bit soggy, a bit bad, just touch it to the floor, it's fine. But if you can, keep the knee high, get that knee, try to push it back a little bit, you know. You want to try to really open up through the hips, stay tall, arms out to the side is fine. Oops. Hold it. And then bring that leg down to the back, touch it down onto the floor, hands come out, and then we go to aeroplane. So leaning forward as far as you can, arms out, keep that balance, look at the point on the floor, pull in through the belly, push the leg out, keep your spine strong and long, hands stay out to the side, or push them to your hips if you want a bit more of a challenge. Up to you. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Coming back down to the floor. Shake out the legs again. Move them around. Okay, you're going to do that up on the toe and a roll thing again. So come up onto the toes, hands on the hips are fine. Really high on the toes, and then roll through the foot. Little bend, come onto the heels. See if you can balance on them a little bit and come back. It's quite difficult. Onto the toes, roll through the foot, on the heel just a little bit, keeping your balance, coming back up, keep the knees a bit bent. Okay, don't lock the knees out at any time. Even here, my knees are much more bent when I'm back on my heel than when I'm on my toes. Okay, they're quite bent here, as you can see them, quite bent, and then I come up. On my toes, staying tall, and then rolling through the foot, little bend, and up. Don't stay there for long because it's actually quite hard. You can always just go there and back up. I'm just trying to add a little bit more stuff to it. Okay, so just to finish, what do we do to finish? We'll just do a roll down through the spine to finish. We'll do the Pilates roll. So tuck the head in, tuck the chin in, and just slowly roll down, bending through the knees a little bit if you want. One spine at a time, you know the dealio. From the upper spine down to the bottom part. See if you can touch the floor. If you can't, just hands come to the thighs or to the shins. Relax into it for a little bit. Just shake your head, nod your head, relax. And then sucking in through the belly, you're going to roll up from the lower spine first, okay? So here we go, rolling one at a time. Nice and slow, pulling in through the belly as you lift. Leaving the head down low, relaxing the shoulders. Sucking in through the belly. Coming up. And then rolling the shoulders back. Hopefully that music was not so loud that you actually heard the whole thing, or else I will have to record again. But I'm thinking hopefully not. Shake the legs out. Little back stretch. Hands to the front. Stretching out through the back. Sucking in through the belly, bend through the knees. Coming back up. Okay, just going to do a little side stretch. So put one leg, so your right leg behind the other, reaching up, right hand. So we're going to stretch out there, down our side and down into this hip. So leaning over. Good. This hand can come down if you want, if you're feeling okay, and looking down at the floor. You don't have to do that. Okay, arm comes out, Other side. Other leg goes behind. Up nice and tall. This hand goes down. The hand where the leg is behind is the one that reaches up and comes over. So stretching down here, but also stretching down into these ones, outer thigh. Looking down the floor if you want, or just looking forward. Let this shoulder fall. Coming back to center, shaking out the legs. I think we can do a bit of a thigh stretch. I think we should, because we did a fair bit of thigh work and then we're finished. Promise, last one. Okay, bring the foot into the bottom. I'm not going to do the dance, so just hold it there. Stretch out through the thigh. Arms out for balance. Hip, push it forward. This one. Pull the foot in towards your bottom. Stay nice and tall. Bring the knees in close to each other as well. Hand can be out there or there. There. Where else could it be? Anywhere. There. Okay, other side. Bring the foot in, get your balance first. Have your hand out to get your balance. Foot in towards the bottom. Bring the knees down close to each other. Hip goes forward, foot comes in towards your bottom. Oops, I think I might need a bit of balance help here today. Keep your balance, stay nice and tall. And really pull that foot in towards your bottom to increase the stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Shake out the legs. And that's it for today. It was quite a long one. Did warm up, sun salutation, strength and balance. So good job if you did this tape. I think, I'm checking the clock, I think it was at 35 minutes. Have a great day or great evening or whatever time it is. And I will see you next time.